Ezra's words took a moment to penetrate my brain. They might have taken even longer if I hadn't felt the sharp snap of Zaelis' wariness. Ezra had the amulet. He'd found it. When? How? My first thought was that he'd acquired it as part of the urgent task he'd run off to complete a few nights ago. But then I remembered the battle that had taken place in this very park almost 4 months ago. Ezra, Tori, Aaron, and Kai had faced off against Tahish, the amulet's previous owner. After the battle and the demon's death, the amulet had gone missing. Zaelis and I had even searched the park for it. Ezra, or one of his friends, had taken it. He'd already possessed it when he'd approached me in search of information about its magic. He'd even said, I won't let him, or rather us, anywhere near that amulet until I understand exactly what will happen. How carefully he'd skirted around lies that Zaelis would have detected. He'd admitted that Tahish had tried to give him the amulet, and I still hadn't guessed he was already in possession of it. I pulled myself together. And what do you want in exchange? He pointed at the book I held.
I want you to use that grimoire and find a way to break the demon mage contract binding me and a Terran, so he can leave my body.
Use the grimoire? Wasn't that the point of the amulet, to break the contract magic? How would this grimoire help? She knows? I stared at Tori's sudden shriek. The redhead whirled on Ezra, the amulet hanging from her fist, and disbelief splashed across her face. Snorting under her breath, Amalia cocked her hip. Well, duh. Since when? Tori demanded. With a flash of crimson across Ezra's left eye, a Terran answered.
Since you went to Enright, leaving Ezra and me to find out what she knew about the amulet.
The way Tori backpedaled from the demon's growling tones and guttural accent told me she wasn't used to Ezra and the demon swapping control. Even Aaron retreated a couple steps. A Terran pivoted to me and Amalia.
We have made our offer. Will you accept it? Or will we finally spill each other's blood, Zaelis?
I tensed. For a moment no one moved, eerie silence descending on the grove. Then Zaelis' quiet laughter shivered through the night. Tori and Aaron spun around, searching the trees for the source. A Terran turned more slowly, his gaze already angled up toward the tree branches. Zaelis' eyes glowed, 2 spots of crimson in the darkness.
Escaping your Ha'ainan prison does not mean escaping the Ha'ainan world, a Terran.